It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a bottle of good nbacher Bayrisches Weissbier coming in at 5.3% ABV in a 500 milliliter bottle. There's the bottle cap. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. Oh, it's food o'clock also. I'll show you the smoke on the bottle opening. I'll show you the snack we have with the beer in a moment. Many thanks to Stephen in Germany for sending me lots of food, lots of beer from Germany. Some really traditional beers, some really traditional food. Currently got the pork knuckle and the sauerkraut. I've not cooked the sauerkraut yet, but I got the pork knuckle in the oven for 35 minutes. Whilst I'm cooking that, I thought, let's chuck in a quick beer review. I am thirsty, I am hungry. We got a 4-finger whitehead, good levels of carbonation. It's a hazy looking Weissbier. Whilst this settles itself down with the head there, I will show you the BIFI, the original Carazza XXL. Looks like instead of just being a BIFI roll, it's more of a flatbread with meat, some kind of like dried pork, sausage meat, and a slice of cheese. Looks really interesting. Beer's sorting itself out nicely. We got the bottle cap, and I want to try and get, as a lot of you guys know, I'm trying to get as much of the yeast into the glass of beer as possible. A lot of the flavour from a good Weissbier comes from the yeast. We got a 3-finger whitehead, good levels of carbonation. Yeah, it's a lovely cloudy, hazy, light straw coloured beer. Reminds me of another style of beer that's very fashionable at the moment, the New England IPA. But unlike the New England IPA, this beer has been around for hundreds of years. Fashions go round. Different style of beer than New England IPA, but there's a lot of familiarities with the look. Having a cloudy beer for one, and lots of flavour. Oh, look at this, I'm going to put a bit more in. I'm really want to get a lot of that flavour. There we go, we're really getting there now. All my talking. Oh, we did it, look at that. Right, so now we should have the full benefit of this Weissbier. All of the yeast in the bottom of the bottle made its way into the beer. Look how hazy that is now. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, it's classic Weizen. Banana, cloves, spice, pepperiness. Stinging nettle, aromas from the hops. That smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. I needed that today, and boy, is it tasty. Really tasty. Oh wow. Banana, clove, spice, pepperiness. Sweet malt to begin with. The drinkability on the beer is just incredible. A marvel of a beer. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. And it's pushed me back up on my toes. I got a big tree in the garden, and I've had a right wrestle with it today. I got an old bow saw. I somehow inherited this old bow saw from somewhere years ago. And it's for that exact thing. I mean, really, somebody should be on the other end and like pulling and pushing. And I'm on my own. I've climbed the tree. I've climbed on the wall. Then I've climbed into the tree. I've had to cut branches to get myself into position just to get where I want to be, just to get to the branch I want to get at. So I'm right high in this tree, and my biceps are aching because this basically what happened. I'll be very quick with this. This branch, the last few years, have a look. I tell you, have a look at some of my very early beer reviews. Have a look at this is from years ago. The Sierra Nevada Stout or the Sierra Nevada Porter. They were filmed in my garden. The tree is in the middle. It's small. This tree, the last few years, is rocketed up, and it was almost, the branch was almost going touching. It was in the gutter of the house. And it was almost kind of into my daughter's bedroom window, and it made her, all of a sudden this year I was thinking, her room's really dark, and I've just hacked it. I've just kind of like hacked it, and it's where I want it now. It's above the level of the sun that comes round in the afternoon, so she should get a lot more sunlight next summer. But it was one mighty wrestle that was today. So let's get to it. I needed the beer. What a wonderful, put you back up on your toes, revitalise yourself beer this is. Terrific. Mouthfeel is incredible, like an oaty, milky like mouthfeel. Yeah, terrific. Grünbacher. When did they normally give a date as to when they've started brewing? I mean, these breweries in Germany, Schloßbrauerei Grünbach. They haven't put their date, I don't think. No. I bet it goes back years and years. But what a terrific Weizen. I'm hungry. Whilst I wait for this, it's a pork knuckle. I spoke to my good friend in Wales, Arthur Daly. He knows all sorts of stuff about all sorts of different things. And I asked him what it was, and he said it was a pork knuckle, and it should be really tasty. So we got the Aldersbacher Kloster Weissbier Dunkel to review with that. It's just out of sight over there. So as a snack, while we wait for that to cook, I'm going to do the BIFI, the original Carazza XXL. Here we go. 75 grams of German snacking goodness. I've got no strength. I got no strength after cutting that tree down. It literally got to the end and I was like, it was the last, and the tree had given way. The branch had like leaned and it opened the joint. But the hard work getting to that stage was, yeah, bonkers. Oh, look at that. That looks rather lovely. Should we, well, there's two bits here and there's a bit in the middle. Should we, yeah, let's go. Ooh! Mmm! It's like bolognese. Oh! It's got like this rich tomato middle with the cheese and the beautiful dry aged smoked meat. Oh, that is, it looked like to me just a piece of meat with some cheese from that picture. Oh, but it's much more than that. That is my new favourite thing of all time. Mmm. Oh, wow. Let me break it open so you can see what this is exactly. Ah. Look at that. Cheese, tomato layer with herbs and spices, and then a slice of meat. Do you know, this would stop me going home. This is dangerous food. if I say I worked in Germany and I went for a pint on the way home and I was hungry, well, I'm gonna nip off for my tea, and you know the bartender's or the bar lady, the bartender's trick is to go, why don't you have a beer on me? That's the or the half on me. And you go, okay, well I have this free half, I'm gonna get myself a BIFI roll. So you eat the BIFI roll, you drink your half, and then you no longer need to go home. You're fed, you're watered, so then you stay for another one. There was a famous landlord here in Barry, absolutely famous for it. He could tell when somebody was about to leave. He could just, something about the person's mannerisms, he knew they were going to go. And he'd just put out a saucer of peanuts. He'd say, I got this new beer on, or something or other, I got this, would you like to just have a little taste of it? He'd give some peanuts, and he'd give them all a little few beers. And then they'd be there till about 11 o'clock in the night, and he'd more than reimbursed himself with a handful of peanuts and the half a beer he gave out. Arts and crafts, ladies and gentlemen, arts and crafts. You have to know your trade, basically. This is amazing. Oh. That is my new favourite thing in the world. And the beer. Mouthful of food. Oh. Yeah. I'm home. I've imagined myself not being home. That's how good the beer and the food is. I've managed to kind of imagine myself somewhere else, in a pub somewhere in Germany. That's how good the beer and the food is today, ladies and gentlemen. Carbonation hisses and fizzes on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. That is just I just want to smash it. I really do just want to smash this Weizen down. Oh. I'm certainly going to smash this down. This is like, I'm going to dissect it. Should we dissect it a little bit for you guys? Am I able to do it? Yeah, it's a bit stuck on the bottom. I don't want to break it. It looks like a disc, a meat disc of some kind, smoked meat with tomato sauce and cheese. Oh, just incredible. Rate him. Carazza XXL. What's amazing, I mean, it's amazing that there's Deutschland, the language, then there's the Netherlands, and then there's France. They're the big three kind of countries where they sell these. We have such a funny culture in the UK. Such a funny kind of like way of life we have over here. It almost bores me to death. I mean, the whole pub culture here in the UK is falling apart very, very quickly. Very quickly. And I blame... I'm going to rant now. Do I need to rant? Nah, I don't think so. Let's not rant today. You know who I blame. Television, goggle eyes, watching the telly all the time, people watching their soaps and... This is just the best thing ever. I know I'm very conscious that I'm repeating myself, But I'm sorry, I just can't help it. Tired now. Tired now. Ready for my bed. I leave the pork knuckle in the oven all night and I go to bed. I just love the culture. I just love this whole kind of, there's such a huge beer culture in Germany, countries like Belgium, that you can get away with making beer foods specifically made to be enjoyed with beer. It's a culture, it's a way of life we seem to have lost a long time ago in the UK. I hope we get it back. It's a massive kind of contributor to the economy, is to be able to sell foods and beers and stainless steel tanks and pipes and hoses and give people jobs to make beer, you know. We seem to forget that I am going to rant for a moment. We seem to forget in the UK that you know, these industries, they supply lots of jobs to lots of people, but we just want to, in the UK, we just want to tax. We just want to tax. We just want to smash the tax down people's throats until they can't afford to drink anymore. Cheers to the UK government. Right, rating. I like this beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. The food, that is just the best thing ever. That's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Hope you liked the video. Please hit the bell button. Please like, please subscribe. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.